to our assembly this morning. Welcome to those who've joined us before, and welcome also to those who are joining us for the first time. Each day we're going to have a Bible story, a song and some activities. We hope you enjoy them. We will be online every Tuesday and Thursday at 9:45. We're going to start with a chant. Do make up some actions and do join in. It goes like this. Lock down, think deep, listen up, share wide.
I love visiting farms and seeing all the different animals. I used to work on a farm and I did everything from mucking out the pigs to collecting the chickens' eggs. I loved it. Farms can be very smelly and mucky places, but they're also filled with so much life and so much joy. You can always hear a cow mooing or a tractor ploughing a field. I love hand feeding cows grass because their tongues do this really weird thing where they try to wrap their tongue round the grass. My favourite time to be on a farm is in the spring when there's lots of animals being born, especially seeing the lambs be born. Have you ever been on a farm? What was your favourite part?
The parable of the sower. In the Bible, Jesus told many stories. These stories are called parables. You may remember, a parable is a story with a hidden meaning. Jesus was by Lake Galilee when very large crowds gathered and surrounded him, eager to hear what he had to say. So Jesus got into a boat. He went up close to the shore while the crowd stood on the water's edge. Jesus then told them this parable. A farmer was scattering seed, and some fell on the path. Birds swooped down and ate up the seed on the path. Some seed fell on rocky soil where it started to grow but could not take root. When the sun came up, it scorched the seed and it withered. Other seed fell among thorns, which grew up and choked the plants, so they did not bear grain. The remaining seed fell on good soil and produced a crop. Some seeds bore grain that produced 30 times more. Some seeds were 60 times more productive. Some produced 100 times more grain. Jesus told the crowds, "Whoever has ears, let them hear." Later the disciples asked Jesus, "Why do you teach in parables?" Jesus said, "I tell people in parables because it helps them remember what I teach, and it also helps them to think deeply about the meaning of what I say." He went on to say, "Listen to what the parable of the sower means. The seed the farmer sows is like God's word. Some people are like the seed that falls on the path. As soon as they hear what God says, bad things swoop down and take it away. Others are like the seed sown in rocky places. They hear what God says with joy, but as they have no root, when troubles come, they quickly fall away. Some are like the seed sown among thorns. They hear what God says, but the worries of life, the deceitfulness of wealth, and the desire for other things make them unfruitful. But others are like the seed sown on good soil. They hear God's word and obey it. They produce a harvest of good as they live for God, some 30 times bigger, some 60 times, and some 100 times bigger."
Here we go. Lots of clapping too. Here we go. I have 1, 2 feet on my legs, and I know I can use them to walk and run, to jump and spin. I want to use them all to bring your love, Lord. Wherever I go, please help me bring your love. I have 1, 2 hands on my arms, and I know I can use them.
Let's do some waving.
To wave and shake.
Hello again.
And clap, clap, clap. I want to use them all to bring your love, Lord. Wherever I go, please help me bring your love. I have 1, 2 eyes on my head, and I know I can use them to look and see and blink and wink. I want to use them all to bring your love, Lord. Wherever I go, please help me bring your love.
Ready to walk?
Walk and run and jump and spin, or wave and shake and clap, clap, clap. Look and see and blink and wink.
You know what? I think we can do it faster. Let's do it.
Walk and run and jump and spin, or wave and shake and clap, clap, clap. Look and see and blink and wink.
Nah, I still think we can do it faster.
Walk and run and jump and spin, or wave and shake.
Hello.
And clap, clap, clap. Look and see and blink and wink.
Faster.
Walk and run and jump and spin, wave and shake and clap, clap, clap. Look and see and blink and wink.
Goodness, that might be a bit too fast.
I want to use them all to bring your love, Lord. Wherever I go, please help me bring your love.
Let's wave those hands. Woo! And we'll finish with a bit of a high five. Yeah.
Today's story was all about plants. Next time you're out in your garden or on a walk or a cycle ride, why not stop and have a look around? See what different flowers and plants you can see. What colours are they? What do they look like? If you go online, you can find out what the names of those flowers and plants are if you want to. What about the smells? I love the smell of flowers, especially lavender. It always reminds me of my garden when I was a child. I personally think that flowers make the world a brighter and a more beautiful place. If you want to, you can thank God for their beauty.
Hello again from Mrs. K. Have you ever tried to grow any seeds or plants? Even if you have a very small garden or no garden, you can still grow plants in tubs. Here's one of my tubs, some pansies. I'm not a big gardener, but I dip into it a bit. This year, I've tried growing some vegetables. I sowed some seeds at the end of March after the schools closed. I grew some tomato seeds and I'm really pleased with how they've done. Here are a few of them. I also tried some carrots. They didn't do so well. I might have to try again. I tried some beetroot outside. They're doing okay. And I also tried some lettuce outside. The easiest thing that you could try growing is some cress or mustard on a windowsill. Do remember to water it. I've tried it a few times and I've forgotten to water it every day. If you can this week, try growing some seeds, look after a small area of garden or a plant pot, and if this isn't possible, you could draw or create a model garden. You could even use bits from your recycling to make it. Hope you enjoy the challenge. You can always send us in some photos, but do tell us if you don't want them shared. Have a good week.
Today's story was all about plants. Next time you're out in your garden or on a walk or a cycle ride, why not have a stop? Why not have a stop?
We'll have a stop.
Why not have a stop?
Start again.